Hello gamers, and welcome to episode 18 of the free-to-play Ultimate Iron Man progress. In the last episode we left off having completed max melees, a lot of it done at flush crawlers, and therefore with a large stack of bone fragments, which you get by chiseling scepter pieces. So with these bone fragments, the best thing to do is train runecrafting. You can use them to recharge the skull scepter, which teleports you to the barbarian village. So you can train runecrafting with body runes with a pretty close teleport, and it's basically the fastest runecrafting XP that you can reasonably get for free-to-play UIM. It's not really efficient overall because the flesh crawlers take so much time and don't give any prayer XP or runes, but I chose to do flesh crawlers just as a fairly good AFK option while playing another account. And now I'm reaping the rewards and the punishment because I have to train runecrafting for about 800 hours with this method because I have all these bone fragments that I need to use up. In this video there is about 800 hours of progress split up amongst basically two different methods, which is runecrafting and woodcutting and firemaking when I AFK. So despite there not being a lot of clips, there's a lot of time between the clips. So hopefully you guys appreciate why it takes so long to make these videos, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Alright, here is 78 runecrafts. So that is actually a level where I unlock something interesting. 4 earth runes from each essence. So if when I do earths again, I'll get 4x earth runes to drop each lap instead of 3x. 79. Alright, so today there was a very significant update specifically for free-to-play Iron Man runecrafting and maybe a few other things for free-to-play players. So I think in the last video or two I mentioned about how I use the addy pick here because it makes sure I can 2-tick mine by starting the cycle and then moving between squares so you get double rolls. And it used to be in free-to-play that every single pickaxe had a chance of saving a tick. It was a 1 in 6 chance, which is the same as how the dragon pick works. It has a 1 in 6 chance to save a tick. Oh, this dude got a genie. Jealous. But in pay-to-play, only the dragon pick has that 1 in 6 chance, and bronze through rune do not have that. So it was a bug in free-to-play that picks behaved this way. They had a chance of saving a tick. And it sounds like it would be good to save a tick, but for this method, it's actually worse because whenever you have a 3-tick roll instead of a 4-tick roll with the addy pick and you're moving between squares, then you just don't get anything because it needs to be exactly 4 ticks for the movement tick manipulation to work. So basically today addy pick S mining went from 2.4 ticks on average to 2 ticks on average, which is a pretty huge increase. It brings this method from like 6100 per hour to about 6500 per hour, I think, maybe even high as 6600, but I haven't done a great test yet. So like pretty significant increase, like 6-7%, something like that, which is huge for me. And I think it's a nice change just because you know, it's like it's more balanced, I feel like, for this. It's higher effort, higher reward, and really the only downside of this change is that now the rune pick doesn't have a chance of 2-ticking in free-to-play, so if you're AFKing at the S mine, it goes from 2.83 tick on average to 3 tick on average, which is kind of a small change, and the plus side is that it's more AFK now if you want to AFK at the mine, but if you want to pay attention and click, then you get better rates than before. So yeah, I'm pretty hyped about this. I tweeted to Mod Ash about it last week. I first tweeted to him a few months ago, but I didn't give much detail, and then I tweeted at him again about it, giving more detail, and a couple other free-to-play players chimed in, and now it's fixed, like within a week. So shout out to the mod, the god Ash. He also fixed something that I don't think I mentioned that I tweeted at him like a few weeks ago about how you can't use minigame teleports in the S mine, or you didn't used to be able to, for I don't really know what reason, but after I tweeted at him about that, he fixed that the following week also. So yeah, it's insane. Shout out to Ash. But yeah, this is pretty crazy. It shaves off a decent bit of time from my remaining RC grind with this method, and also with Varric Telly, it's also quite a bit faster, so I'm pretty sure you can get over 7k an hour using Varric Tellys with scepter bodies now, which is just crazy because like 7k an hour runecrafting on free-to-play Iron Man is just nuts. Alright. Level 80 runecrafts. Jesus, man, this shit is slow, but this level feels so epic. about 2.5 months in to the RC grind. Coming at a very slow pace, but slow and steady. 80 looks sick, man. Nothing unlocked. Oh, Ariadna, thank you. Damn, that's beast. Okay, so I've done another like 50k RCXP since 80, and I am almost out of Chronicle pages. So I need something else to do. So in the past, the last couple of times this happened, I was ranging ogresses, which is probably still the best thing to do, but recently they updated giant keys and mossy keys, like the two keys that you get for Obor and Bryo, to be stackable, which is a pretty huge update, especially for ultimates, because it means you can just camp at giants, stack the keys in one inventory slot, and stay there as long as you want, and then kill the boss separately, which is pretty huge. So I kind of want to try out some hill giants again. Haven't been there in a while. Hill giants are the best per XP per hour, other than boneyard, of course, and I really can't do boneyard with all these bone fragments in my inventory. And hill giants are good for combat XP also. So I figured it's a decent thing to give a try, and I'm just kind of looking forward to trying them again with post update with the stackable keys. I think that I can do it pretty easily, like skill hop for it pretty easily, because I don't think I need to buy a full set of rune armor. I think I just need a scimitar, and they don't hit very hard, and I'll prayer flick most of the time anyways. I think it's actually probably better to not have full armor while you're there, because I find myself running out of run energy pretty often, so I have to walk a lot of the time and plan that, so the reduced weight will probably cut down on that a good amount. So this is probably like my last RC trip for the time being. I'll accumulate pages again over the next 10 days and then get back to RC. Alright, last craft for now. I'm gonna go up and suicide at the monastery and then head up to the wildy and mine myself a couple of runite to make the scimitar. What a beautiful sight. Currently 29 now players on the world mon right now, so hopefully one of them isn't here. Alright, success. So now down to the hobgoblin mine for some coal, and then down to the spidey furnace. Alright, coal obtained. I thought that they changed it so that you can't mine while in combat anymore, but the hobgoblins were attacking me and I was still mining, so maybe it only applies for players attacking you or something, I don't know. 2 runite bars, very nice. Just gotta make it down to level 20 and then tell you out of here. Or maybe I'll just go to Ferox, I think I'm actually kind of close. Oh yeah, it's right there. Alright, another successful runite mining trip. I don't think I've ever actually been attacked at the runite rocks before. So I have to get back to Edgeville. I guess I'll canoe there, pick up my stuff, then I have to go get a hammer and go to an anvil. Unfortunately, the Chronicle is still destroyed on death, so I'm gonna have to go back and get that back if I need it. I don't actually know if I need it right now, but I need to get to Varrock somehow, or I guess some anvil somehow. Actually, there's an anvil right at the Alcarid Hill Giants, so I guess I could just go right there probably. Let's see. I grabbed the monk robes just because they hardly weigh anything and look kind of beast for killing hill giants. Trying to think if there's anything else I need. I don't have a strength ME or strength potions, but I'll probably just kill them with power ME until I get a ruby and pick up limps for strength pots. Alright, just gonna grab a hammer here and we're off to the hill giants. Yesterday they updated the Chronicle, so it no longer, or they didn't update the Chronicle, they updated Diango's store, so there's no longer a daily cap on the number of Chronicle pages you can buy. Used to be you could only buy 100 per day. So this changes things a lot for my runecrafting method, because I'm no longer limited to 2 hours a day. So that's pretty huge. That means I can just grind RC all the time instead of having to skill hop when I run out of pages. A couple of days ago on like Monday or Tuesday, I did run out of pages, which is why I have giant keys in my inventory. I was trying out some hill giants. Part of me is tempted to continue doing hill giants. It was pretty fun, high APM. I'm still working on trying to perfect it, but the main reason that I don't want to is because any laws that I get, I'll just have to use for RC, unless I want to do suicide telegrabbing, which is pretty inefficient. So, and it would also just be nice to get RC out of the way and then move on rather than skill hopping. So I think I'm kind of leaning towards going back to RC and just trying to grind it out over the next, I don't know, like 5 or 6 months probably. And then after that, I'll probably go back to hill giants and train prayer. Part of me was like, oh, maybe I should just do 80 prayer, round those off. It'd look nice, but I don't know. Skill hopping, I don't think it's worth it. So today I need to use up all these giant keys, use up the runes, and then get back to RC. So I need to get some armor. I really don't feel like going to the Wildy to mine runes, so I think I'm just gonna mine Addy and make an Addy helm and shield, and I'll just buy the rune chain and legs. So I need to go get some GP, I think, get a pick, and then make some armor, and then we can go kill some Mobor. I feel like maybe I've mined Addy like once or twice in this account, but if so, I don't remember. 5 bars, I think that's enough for kite shield and full helm. Kite shields and full helm. Gonna look like a beast at Obor. So I need to get chain and plate legs also, or plate skirt. Alright, chain, skirt. Absolute champion. Oh, I guess I should get Vams too. There we go. Alright, I should have sold back the rune pick while I was at the mine. Damn it. Alright. Overkill number 1. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. Didn't do shit against me. 6 kills that trip. Really fucked me up on the last one. So I think I'm gonna suicide so I have more inventory space for food, and maybe if I get lucky I can do all of these kills in one trip. Last kill, what do we get? Limport roots. I guess pretty average drops. Didn't get any law drops, which is a bit disappointing, but got some nats at least, and some alkables, and a bit of crafting XP. So yeah, it's done. Gotta get my, I guess I could have checked that clue, but it's too late. Get my suicide pile back, and then gotta use up the nats. Somehow didn't buy enough fire runes for all the nats, but not a big deal. So we'll switch back to the Addy pick and back to the RC grind, but first I need to go and buy some Chronicle pages so I can just spam it and fill my whole book. I guess I probably want to like double hop. I don't know if I have to figure out whether it's worth it to do what I usually do, which is buy 25 per world, or if I should just spend more GP, I don't know. Alright, filled the book with 1,000 pages by double hopping. It probably took like 5 minutes, buying 23 or whatever pages per world. Costs about 170 to 175 GP per page, so it's probably worth the extra time to hop instead of just spamming one world. Alright, so now that I'm not going to be skill hopping anymore to overseas or whatever, I don't need to keep this Amulet of Power, and the Holy Symbol actually looks pretty beast for the Fashionscape game, so I think I'm gonna make myself one. Alright. Wool. I don't know there's a pickaxe spawn here. Anything in this chest? Nope. Unblessed. Oh, you get crafting XP for that. Unblessed symbol. So it looks pretty sick. I don't think it looks different if you get it blessed, but I think I still will. Look at this guy. It might be time for a Fashionscape change otherwise, but we'll see. Gotta prototype it on the main account. Alright, see you later, Amulet of Power. Shouldn't be needing that for a long time. Alright, so, oh my god. Doors. He's blocked. So this dude, oh, this dude has a golden Saradomin symbol? That looks sick. Should add those. What can you do to help bless this star? Holy symbol. Yeah, I think it looks, or is it lighter in color? I don't know. But cool, looks pretty beast. Alright, little progress update. There was 83 runecraft. Not bad, and 1425 total. I guess that's cool. Yeah, 278k to 84. I'm at 32 mil fire making, 30 mil wood cutting also. So both those are past 30 mil now. Looks pretty nice. June 15th right now. Started towards the end of February, so it's been 3.5 months. And we're getting there. I don't think I'm quite halfway from start to finish yet. About 10k bone fragments used now, so started 26k, so another 3k I'll be halfway through. So yeah, this is taking a good amount of time, but it's a pretty nice grind, pretty chill, can't complain. These are actually going to get me pretty close to 91 runecrafting, so I'll see how I feel when I finish these. Maybe I'll go kill some minotaurs and get a few more bone fragments. Turns out the minotaurs are actually pretty efficient. I think they're actually the best thing to do, which changes the meta a fair amount for free-to-play irons. I'm not sure if that many people are actually going to do them though. But yeah, I think it would be like less than 200k XP till 91, so maybe I'll go kill some minotaurs and finish that off. It would be like maybe 40 more hours, which drop in the bucket at that point. But then again, maybe I'll just want to leave it at 90. Who knows? 90 does look kind of nice. But yeah, I think I'm looking at another four or so months. So that'll put me in maybe October I'll be done. So the grind is going. And by then I'll probably be like 50, 60 mil woodcutting and fire making. That'll be pretty beast. Alright, 84 runecraft, man. Let's fucking go. 7x mind runes, insane. I haven't really been doing anything else now that I can buy as many Chronicle pages as my heart desires, so no need to skill hop other than woodcutting for AFKing. So yeah, things are good. Only other thing I've done a tiny bit of is fishing, just AFKing at the Karamja dock. I did a little bit of lobsters, a little bit of swordfish and tuna. Both of them were a lot slower than I thought they would be. I thought they'd be around 40k an hour, but I was getting more like 30k an hour, which is kind of weird because like I was wasting some XP due to AFKing, but it doesn't seem like I'd be wasting that much. And the rates are easy to calculate based on the success rates on the wiki, so I don't know. That's a potential AFK option. It's a bit more AFK than woodcutting and fire making, I guess, because you don't need to light a line of fires every like 7 or 8 minutes. But yeah, it's like 0.3 HP, which is pretty bad. So I probably won't do much of that, but maybe if I really need to AFK hard, either that or splashing, I guess. Though splashing is obviously 0 HP, so I kind of want to avoid that unless, you know, I'm like Chrome remoting and actually just looking at the screen every 20 minutes on my phone or something. Big one here, level 85 runecrafting. Man, that looks beast. And this is about the halfway mark of the bone fragments. I started with 26k and now I'm at about 13k. So yeah, I just need to do what I've done over the last four or 5 months again, and I'll be done. Alright, fine. One last progress update since I mentioned it at the beginning of this video. I do a lot of woodcutting and fire making, and it's 100% AFK at use while I'm doing stuff IRL. So fire making is at 40 mil now, and woodcutting is at 38 mil. And the XP rates of that are about 40k an hour fire making, 35k an hour woodcutting. So I think I've done the last like 30 mil or so fire making I did at use. The rest was willows. So I've done a lot of hours of that. It just adds up. It's really AFK. I mean, you do have to light the lines of fires every like 7 or 8 minutes, which is kind of annoying, but yeah, it's a really good AFK option because the fire making is so fast that it kind of accounts for the woodcutting, so it ends up being like 0.70 HP, which is just really good for being so AFK. So yeah, by the time I finish the RC, The fire making will probably be like around 60 mil or so, and we'll see what I do after that. It depends what I'm doing, whether I can carry rune axe and easily skill hop to woodcutting, but I'd like to keep that up because 200 mil fire making is basically just free from AFKing for the IRL, which is kind of crazy. Another like 2 to 3 years if I continue playing and continue doing this, and I'll just be done with the skill without ever really actually paying attention. Alright, and that's all. I'll see you in like 3 or 4 months when I finish runecrafting.